Whew. I'm very out of shape. I'm about 230 probably, and I'm in full gear for the first time in like 10 years. I need a seat cover so I can stay on the damn thing, but otherwise, definitely feel short-footed everywhere. Gear. First gear is pretty much useless till you get once you get above walking speed. The throttle, after being de-restricted, real manageable and predictable to about a quarter throttle. After that, she digs and launches. This is the type of trail ride that I bought this bike for. Because when I'm not on the road, this is going to be like a... So this thing's going to be like my poor man's KTM 500 EXE, whatever. Nothing against KTM, I've owned them before. They're a solid bike, my buddy's got them. I figure if I'm traveling, I'm more apt to come across the Yamaha dealership or a Japanese dealership than KTM. Not to mention, we all know a $3 Yamaha bolt, $7 from KTM. So I am a working man, I ain't rich. But yeah, man, I'm very pleased with the bike. The power is impressive, but as I said in my other videos, it's the handling that's where it's at with this machine, 100%. I haven't been on a real dirt bike or owned a real dirt bike for any length of time for several years. I got way too complacent just putting around on trails on my WR650 adventure bike, and we all know what a pig that is. I put it in hair scrambles before just to be an idiot, but yeah, man, this bike, Yamaha did their homework. It handles phenomenally. Every time I'm on it, I've got more confidence. I'm just too out of shape to really hold on to the thing and ride it to its full potential. Definitely need a gripper seat, man. Every time I even get into the meat of the power, man, it launches and goes forward, and I can barely hold on to it. Maybe some grip tape on the side there so I can hold on to her better. But yeah, if you're thinking about buying one, if you can find one, it's 2021. Everything sucks. Everything's on back order. If you're lucky enough to have one, or if you're on the fence, go for it. Initially, I was going to get a Wr450 FX. I did demo one of those bikes. I really adapted to it really well. I felt better on it. I rode a 250X that day just because I'm a two-stroke fan. I've had half a dozen YZ250s over the years. But The 250, it felt like it was just kind of running out of power a little bit too quick for my likes, and you know, it was bent up before. Somebody wrecked it before I got it, so I didn't really feel comfortable in that from day one. My glasses keep fogging up, so I'm so out of shape. But the 450 FX, it really spoke to me, and I was going to get it for a local gnarly dual sport bike, but then I thought after, you know, putting the light on it and stuff like that, if I get this fully legal or not, I'm still on the fence. I might just swap plates, but who cares, because I'm never going to be near any real towns or anything like that on this. Yeah, anyhow, like I said, back to the 450 FX, I was going to get it, but after the after what I spent with lights, and you know, I'd like to have at least a trip meter on it and stuff like that. You know, I was better off just getting the WR. So as far as that part goes, but yeah, if you guys ain't got any questions on the bikes, I did de-restrict it like I said, and it has no lean spots or anything like that. This bike's got a good solid bottom. Min range is insane. It does still pull on top pretty decent, but you can tell there's a little bit, leaves a little less to be desired. I'm pretty sure the competition ECU will probably fill in some of them gaps, but on top it will still pull forward, but it will reward you with an extra shift. I cannot shift like I used to. I almost lost my foot last year when I got hit on my V-Strom, so I have a hard time like getting my foot angled in to where I can get under shifters. I really got to concentrate to squeeze the shift. So for stuff like this that I'm riding here today, that's primarily what I got this bike for. And where I'm at in West Virginia, you know, I only got a few miles of hardtop, unlined hardtop in most cases to get to these kind of trails. And I'm probably going to build this bike around second gear. It seems like as soon as I click third, as soon as I bump the throttle, I got to downshift and get on the brakes again. But still, second gear is plenty. It's a little revvy in this stuff, but again, I mean, I grew up riding back here, so I mean, I can ride back here drunk and blindfolded most days.